Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's having a good day. Today, I kind of wanted to talk about brain fog and how it used to affect me and the steps that I kind of took to not have it anymore, basically. Because a lot of people have brain fog for lots of different reasons, and my reasons aren't going to be the same as everyone else's, probably, but um, things that kind of helped me, um, such as I started going to a doctor that actually listened to me, which was a huge thing. And then that doctor who actually listened to me, he helped me find a medication that helped my brain. And he told me also that I don't have serotonin. My brain doesn't automatically make serotonin. It needs some help. So the first medication was bad, and I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, shouldn't I just keep taking this? And so one of my coworkers at the time told me, no, you should just call your doctor and they'll tell you what to do. And they got me a new medication immediately, like the next day. And that's the medication I've been on for like 5 years now. And it's been very, very consistent in helping me get better mentally, as well as physically. So that was kind of the first part of my healing journey. The second part was turning to witchcraft. Turning to witchcraft. I mean, I just wanted to learn about it and the anxiety that I felt because of how I grew up, I'm guessing, but also um it was a whole I I've always been I had always been really close to the Christian God, and um I heard him. There were a few times where I felt him embrace me and stuff like that when I really like called out and asked for uh, something when I wasn't doing okay. But when I was starting to read about Wicca and everything, um, I was just kind of testing the waters a little bit, and he they were just kind of berating me constantly. So I from that point I decided, um I don't want you on this journey with me anymore because of how you've been acting and really hurting me mentally. And um they kept coming at me, basically, um with a lot of very horribly narcissistic behavior. And so I was like, okay, no, 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 no. This is not how this is going to happen. You are not going to be in my life anymore. I was thinking, like, you know, maybe sometime later, I just want to discover what this is all about. But now, no, never. You have lost your privileges to me. And the Christian God continued on his path of trying to get me back in the worst way. Um, so yeah, I've had to kind of bat him down and be like, no, you're gone. And I guess maybe that sounds crazy to some people. But really, there's no other way for me to describe it. Like, it's not that I don't believe that he's a thing. It's just that he's only ever, or she, whoever they are, they have only ever, since I decided to go on this journey, they haven't been good to me. So they're not in my life anymore. And there's lots of trauma with that, with not only my family and things that they did to me, but and continue to try to do to me. But it was also this figure, Toby. It was also this figure that I was supposed to like look up to all my life, and they just acted the same as the other people that, like, the physical people in my life that I needed out of my life. And they decided to act the exact same way. Maybe a little differently just because they are a deity, but they they exist, but they haven't been good to me, at least. I'm glad that they've been really good to other people. That's great. But they've been nothing but kind of horrible to me, I guess. So, all of that to say, it took a lot for me to get to the point where I was like, I really want to delve into this more. And I don't think I want the Christian God to go along with me. And the anxiety that I felt, I, it hurt. It hurt so much to, one, just not be in that circle of familiarity that I was in for so long. And then to have it just kind of like bash me and then expect me to come back. Just like my family, just like the people that were supposed to love me unconditionally, when it was very clearly conditionally. And not even conditionally. It was, yeah. Anyway, it wasn't easy by any means. It still hurts a lot. And it hurts that people will say that I'm crazy, and that because I'm spiritual, I've always been very spiritual. Yes, Toby. I've always been very spiritual. I always felt the Christian God growing up, and now I feel more than just the Christian God. I feel all of these other deities. And it's really interesting to actually feel them and Toby. It's interesting to feel them and talk to them and just interact with them, help them get through to whatever person that they need to, make it through to whoever needs to hear from them and just isn't able to, because that happens a lot, where someone's like, I feel like they're trying to contact me or something, and then they're just like, hey, it seems like they can't hear me right now for whatever reason. So if you could tell them this message, that would be great. Um, it's been really helpful for me to be that messenger sometimes. It's also very frustrating because a lot of people don't want to hear, don't want to do what they say, and then, they're surprised that this thing happened because I didn't listen. I'm like, well, yeah. Do you want me to be surprised with you, or um and maybe that's arrogant. I'm not sure. But it's frustrating just because I don't know. Something I really want to help people. And I've been surrounded by people that don't want to help themselves. And that's the hardest part about helping people, is finding the people that want help rather than the people that say they want help and then don't take any of the steps to get better. Um, Lately, though, thankfully, I guess another little rabbit trail, I've been meeting a lot of people that have been very kind and um, a lot more receptive on one hand, um, but just kind of overall better for me, I want to say. It's been really nice to be surrounded by more people that already have the help that they need, or people that want to help me, or people that really want the help and want to take the steps to get better in different ways. It's really nice, not gonna lie. It's pretty great because I don't just feel useful. It's kind of a give and take instead of it just being like I give and the other person takes, or they feel like I take, and I'm waiting for them to, I guess, take. Basically, I'm just like, I'll say my bullshit that's going on in my life, and then I'll wait for someone else to tell me their bullshit, and they won't, and then they'll get mad that I always have something going on. And I tell everyone multiple times that I generally have something going on in my life. So don't hesitate to tell me your shit, because I generally have something going on and I need to talk about it to get it off my chest, to help myself and get better. You should also feel comfortable talking about your shit. So go ahead. And people, I guess, don't take me on my word for that. And then they just get mad at me and blow up at me one day because they don't want to give and take. Most people, in my experience, just want to take, and not give so much. Anyway, um, but yeah, all of this to say is my journey has been full of lots of ups and downs, especially for the last 5 years of trying to get better. And then trying to help others get better if they want to. This guy has helped me a lot too, though. He's helped me so much. Both of my cats have. At one point, before I moved to the East Coast, I thought that I would have to give them away, and I was bedridden for um, at least 3 days. I couldn't get up. If I tried to get up for more than just the bathroom, I was dry heaving, couldn't eat, didn't really have food to eat anyway, but I couldn't eat. Um, but then I figured out a way to keep them with me. And I'm very thankful for it. Yes, they can be annoying, but they are my children. So, kind of makes sense. Anyway, thank you for listening to my little blurb. I hope everyone has a good rest of your day.